Welcome back, and no big deal. I mean, that was a pretty
uneventful win, I guess. It was a little frustrating. The Celtics were just basically had a 10 to 13 point lead for almost the entire game and finally got it over 20, which was basically what I was screaming for all game because I had a feeling if they just got over 20, that game was over. And I mean, good news, Celtics fans. I mean, Donovan Mitchell is awesome. That dude, he is just really good. He played an amazing, epic game, and it didn't even still come close. I mean, it just wasn't even a contest, really. So, I mean, it's looking like the old bull. I mean, might have to take a mini loss on this one too, because I was concerned about these guys, but man, I know it's only one game, small sample size, but wow, it was just. I mean, it'd be one thing if Mitchell had an off game and that was the score and that's the way it went down, but
Tatum had an off game and we beat him by.
Tatum was 25. Terrible from three, terrible shooting game. Mitchell was absolutely Herculean, and we still destroyed him.
Yeah,
I mean, so. It's
Horford went 1 for 5, and almost all those were wide open.
Pritchard was terrible. I mean, it was just
Pritchard ended up going 4 for 10, but he got a couple garbage time ones there at the end.
Yes, and all the Jaylen Brown haters, this is why. Like we used to tell you, stop doing that. You have no idea how lucky you are to have Jaylen Brown on this team. I don't care if he's a little overpaid right now. He's about to get passed by about 7 players this offseason for a highest paid player. Man,
and there's going to be a new TV contract that's going to take the cap ridiculous. Teams are going to have a ton of money.
But, my goodness, was Jaylen Brown and Derek White awesome tonight, especially Brown. He's doing these little things that really, really, really get your hopes up that they're ready for a championship. These little passes. And even though Tatum was awful shooting tonight, his defense was incredible. Block shots, hustle. There was one sequence where both Brown and Tatum dove on the ground for the ball, and they fought, they scrapped, they came away with it. And, Tatum almost had a triple-double. Brown was just unbelievable tonight. So it looks like these guys got the message. So a lot of encouraging things tonight, and hopefully they don't fall asleep in game 2.
I think probably my favorite play from Jaylen Brown today was he got a huge block on Mitchell, right? Stuffed it hard off the backboard. And he comes down the court, and like they always do, they dish him the ball because he earned it. He earned that shot.
Yeah.
He attracts 2 guys instead of even trying for the contested, 2-on-1 layup, dishes it down under for Holiday for a nice easy bucket. That's just a mature veteran play. You don't see Jaylen Brown wouldn't be doing that 3 years ago.
No. It's just, and those are the important little signs that just show you that it might be time, that this is their time, and they're ready for that. And what a bizarre turn of events. Like we've been talking about Denver being the ultimate obstacle. We have to start rooting for Denver to win a game now to make that series go on because they just lost their first 2 at home to Minnesota. So, Minnesota, they gave us a hard time in their 2 games. We won 1 at the Garden, barely in overtime, and we lost in Minnesota. So I'm not sure if Porzingis played in those games, but Minnesota's legit. I know they got to go through OKC, but now we're at a stage.
Or Dallas.
Yeah, I'm not worried about Dallas. I would love to have Dallas in the finals. We couldn't get that lucky, but I mean, man, knock on wood, things are just looking amazing for the Celtics right now. They're looking amazing for our Boston teams. So we're gonna make this a short one. The quality be better from here on in because I'm gonna have my laptop back at home. The old bull is actually taking off from here. I gotta say goodbye to my family and head back 1.5 hours to Clearwater. And any closing thoughts on this game, Matt?
No, I think get used to it. I think this is going to be the status quo for this series. I don't see, unless 1 or 2 of these guys gets hot, it might extend the series 1 game. They had
I'll take a gentleman's sweep.
They had a lot of guys contributing tonight that usually don't contribute, and they still couldn't keep up. And Okoro. And Okoro averages like 2 or 3 points a game. I'll have to double check, but he's not a factor.
Yeah, the first 3 threes of it he shot in the game,
and they still couldn't keep up. Yeah. So this is huge. Strus looks like he's seeing ghosts out there.
He hates the Celtics. Yeah, that dude. He must feel like he always plays us. It feels like we always play him.
And he misses a lot of threes against us. He does us a lot of favors. Him and Duncan Robinson. So I'm super excited. And tomorrow's probably the biggest game of this round, possibly outside of if the Bruins trying to close out, which they've struggled. So
Yeah.
we'll be talking certainly about that too. So
Yeah, tomorrow's a big one for the Bruins. We'll be here for the pregame. At least I will. I'm not sure if the young Cap will be. We'll have to see. He's still going to be in Florida for quite a while. So
yeah, we'll be in Disney for a while.
Absolutely. So all right, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
And 2 for 2 in the
2 for 2
the conference semis.
That number 22 too. I'm not going to tell you what it means, but it's significant right now.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. See
Everyone have